G'day, it's Simon and Crystal here from Pumped On Property, and we're bringing you another Property of the Month video today. I cannot believe that we're already in April and the year is just flying by so fast at the moment, but really excited to share with you a bit of a case study for one of the clients that we've worked with. As most of you know, we do run a small buyers agency up here in Southeast Queensland where we help investors purchase properties. Now, this client came to us at the end of 2023. He did have a baby on the way, which was really exciting. So he knew he needed to get in relatively quickly. He had some very specific goals with a budget up to $500,000 maximum. And he wanted to find a property that had a bit of a balance between capital growth and cash flow. So Crystal sat down with this client and educated him on the market and identified some options that would be of value to him based on his budget and his goals. So tell us a little bit more about the property itself, Crystal, and how it all came together.
Yeah, so this particular client, we discussed his short-term goals, obviously wanting to scale back work hours with Bub coming. He was talking to me that he was working like 11 hours a day, 7 days a week. We spoke about some more regional markets versus townhouses in a metro market to get an understanding of what's going to be most important to him, his partner, their short-term goals and their long-term goals. And we came to the conclusion that he'd love to buy a townhouse within a metro market. So we went for Brisbane and we went as close to the water as we could for that budget. So this particular client picked up a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom townhouse, north side of Brisbane, 300 metres to the water on that Redcliffe Peninsula. We bought the property for $448,000. The rent is expected to be $450 to $500 per week based on the current market conditions. And overall, it's sort of a great low maintenance little property. It's in a set of 3 townhouses, ground level with a courtyard, off-street parking, walking distance to the water, walking distance to a local cafe on a quiet side street, super low maintenance, neat and tidy home, bathrooms tidy enough, kitchen's been renovated. So really fantastic little property to pick up for his first investment.
Yeah, it's really nice to see, and I love these types of properties, especially, for folks that do have a slightly lower budget, because, we've talked a lot about buying houses in capital cities, and, for most people that is the priority, but right now, to buy a house in, say, Brisbane, Sydney, Melbourne, Perth or Adelaide, you've got to have quite a huge budget, at least sort of $600,000 right now as of April 2024. So this is a really good alternative, because if we look at the long-term results or long-term performance of the Australian property market, CoreLogic recently did a study where they looked at property prices from 1992 to 2022, and they sort of compared houses in metro markets versus units and townhouses in metro markets, and houses in regional versus units and townhouses in regional. And what I found interesting was the difference between a house in a regional market over the last 30 years has gone up around 310, 313% on average, whereas units and townhouses in metro markets have gone up around 305% over the same period of time. So basically the exact same return on investment. So when talking with the client, we educated him on this information, and because he wanted to get into a major metro market, he wanted to get into the Brisbane market to expose himself to the capital growth expected between now and the Olympic Games, just aligned with his strategy a little bit more. And we do expect this property to see some really solid capital growth over the next 10 to 15 years plus. And obviously once those interest rates come down, it'll be a really good cash flow yielding property as well. So incredible result. We're really happy with this particular property. Something a little bit different to what we've talked about in previous videos, but ticked all the boxes. Now, if you're sitting there and you think, wow, that's a really great investment property, I'd love to get myself one of those, and you're seriously considering getting into the Queensland property market at some point in 2024, then we'd love to offer you a free strategy session. During this, we will talk about where you're at right now, where you're looking to be in the future, and we'll talk about the current market conditions and help you develop a bit of a strategy moving forward. Now, if that would be of interest to you, you can go over to our website, www.pumpedonproperty.com, and follow the free strategy session links to lock in a call with myself, Simon, or my sister, Crystal. We'd love to have a bit of a conversation, so go ahead and book in one of those sessions. Thank you so much for listening to the Property of the Month video, and we'll be back with another one next month.
Woo! That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Getting
That's
cool,
it.
bro. Yeah. Oh, sweaty. So sweaty. Good. That's